Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. Chris Fitzsimon, I want to ask you, what do you wish you had said on last week's show, but you didn't?
Well, I just want to talk a little bit more about the issue of gun violence, and you mentioned are things different this time with the kids, the teenagers at that high school who were speaking out, and some of them being attacked by the fringe people and being called imposters and all that, which is absurd. I do think that the debate, unfortunately, is you're either for the Second Amendment in all aspects, and we can't do anything, or you're perceived as wanting to take everybody's gun away. And I think most Americans are in the middle of that spectrum. And the polls show that the vast majority of Americans want background checks on every sale. A significant majority of Americans don't believe you need to be able to shoot a gun 100 times without reloading. You can disagree with that with the policy. I don't think it violates the Constitution to do that. And at some point, I think this debate will get down to, I hope, get beyond the NRA money, get beyond the emotion, and we'll literally have an honest debate about it and listen to law enforcement people. Let's have some real hearings about this and not just make it a shouting contest, because I think there's room in the middle. I think most Americans are in the middle. They want some more restrictions to make it harder for people that shouldn't have these weapons to have them. And until we have that conversation in some rational way, I'm not sure things are going to change.
Excellent points. Because I do think that there are some on the far left that would, if they had their way, do away with all guns. I don't think the majority of Americans would ever sit still for that.
And I don't think it'd have to be pretty far on the left for people to, I do think that would violate the Constitution, but there's a long way from that to say let's make it harder for certain weapons that are designed to be military weapons, not for civilians to use. Let's try to make it harder for some people to get those.
I didn't ask the question on the show, but I'll ask it now. You think anything's going to come from this movement?
I do think something. I don't think it'll be enough, but I think that if the president is willing to use his bully pulpit and leadership, maybe bump stocks will be banned. Maybe we'll raise the age to 21 for these kind of weapons, and maybe some other things. But I don't think it's going to go quite far enough.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Well, that's true.
Thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.